Hey everyone, what's up? It's Kahoob here. In today's video, I want to go over Foldapp. So I haven't done a video on Fold in a long time, and I just want to go over if it's worth it or not. So we're going to go over a few different things. So they have basic, spin, and spin plus. So I'm specifically going to be going over the debit cards and the plans that they have for the debit cards. Fold itself as an app is pretty cool. If you want to earn free Bitcoin, I highly recommend you download Foldapp. I will have a link down in the description as a referral link. So if you want to help support out my channel, then I highly recommend you use my referral down below. And then when you sign up, you will get, I think you also get a bonus when using my referral. I think it used to be a certain amount of Satoshis. And also, when you download it, you can get a free trial of Spin Plus for the first 30 days. So it's nice to try it out that way, but also I'm just going to give my opinion and go over the details on all the differences between them in this video. So yeah, when I refer you, you will get free Bitcoin plus additional benefits when you get the Fold card. That's what it says in my app, at least. And every time you make a qualifying purchase, I personally will get anywhere between 1 to 50 Satoshis. So that is pretty cool. I mean, that's not much, but it's something better than nothing. And so let's go over them. Okay. So for Foldapp itself, it's a great app to buy gift cards to get free Satoshis, free Bitcoin. For example, for like Adidas, you can get up to 8% back if you use the Fold card, but let me go into the details on the app right here. So it says payment method. If you do the Fold card, you get 5% back, which is the basic card. Or if you upgrade to Spin Plus, then it is actually 8% back. So that's for Adidas. And if you choose a different payment method where you don't use either of the Fold cards, the Spin or Spin Plus, unless you do Lightning Network, that is 7% back. Or if you use just a regular old debit or credit card that you want to add to as a payment method, you get 3% cash back, which is pretty cool, depending how your like credit card or credit card works itself. Because let's say you add a credit card, right? You get 2% rewards plus the extra rewards from the gift card. But sometimes credit cards will not allow you to get cash back on gift cards themselves. So that might not happen. So you might not be able to double dip with rewards that way. You used to be able to double dip with Crypto.com and Fold when you add them together, but Crypto.com got rid of that. But anyways, this video is more about Fold. So let's go into the full details. So yeah, basically, if you want to know if the app's worth it to get even without the debit cards, yes, I do recommend installing the app because there also is a daily spin wheel that refreshes every 20 hours. And if you can get free Satoshis, I think up to 1 million Satoshis if you land on it. It's very unlikely. I've been spinning this wheel every day for over a year probably. Have not landed on really anything too great. I think the highest I got was like $5, which actually was pretty cool. I'm using the Spin card though, the debit card. I had the Spin Plus tier, the higher tier. I actually have got, I think, like $50 before using that, so that was pretty cool. But yeah, I highly recommend at least installing the app. Okay, so the basic, definitely recommend it, but they have free withdrawals, which is pretty cool. Bitcoin back gift card rewards and a daily wheel. All right, let's go into the Spin tier. So this is where we start going into it. Now, the Spin tier is free. It is a free debit card, so you may think, well, might as well get it, right? But keep in mind, there is an activity fee if you don't use it for 12 months. Although, if you have no funds on the card, obviously, they're not going to make your card go negative. And even if they did, I mean, like, you can just never use it. They're not going to go after you. But anyways, if you don't have any money on your card, it's not going to go negative. They're not going to go after you or anything like that. So it seems to kind of be a way just to anyone who just didn't care and left their money on there and didn't withdraw it, they'd want to scrape up that money and give it to themselves, I guess. But yeah, so the Spin tier is a pretty cool debit card. It's a Fold Gold Foil debit card, and you can spin the wheel after every swipe, and also earn up to 100% back on qualifying purchases. That's for the Spin tier. So yeah, it is true you can get up to 100% back on purchases. But let me pause. Let's see if I can pause this video really quick. Okay, I'm going to go and find the spin wheel and show you what your chances are of actually getting 100% back or not. Because they say 100% back, but the chances of getting that are pretty slim. So I just want to show you. So let me pause the video. I'll be right back. All right, here we go. So if you go down here, this is the spin wheel. You can see there's a bunch of different options. You can get 4% spending boost, 3% spending boost, all of this. 100% spending boost. Chance of winning 100% spending boost is 0.005. So your chances of winning 100% back are very slim to none. So it's just not that great. And the maximum you can earn is $100 in Satoshi. Sometimes they cap it at $50. And yeah, there's also a $50 bonus as well, which your chances of winning that is 0.02. So your odds are a bit higher on that. Then you can also win 1 Bitcoin if you have the Spin Plus tier, which your chances of winning that is very slow. It used to be 0.01, surprisingly enough, believe it or not. But now it's 0.00001. I think I said that correctly. And you can only get 1 Bitcoin per promotion period, and not just you, but overall. So the spin wheel changes out every single month. It's just 1 spin wheel a month. It used to be like once a week, then they changed it to like every 2 weeks they change it. I think now it's once a month. But so yeah, if someone wins the 1 Bitcoin bonus, then you cannot earn it anymore until the next spin wheel is released. It says this prize will be paid to the winner net of applicable taxable withholdings. A potential winner forfeits this prize if they failed to provide the information necessary for us to make the necessary taxable withholdings. But yeah, so as you can see, the chances of actually even getting over 2%, like a 2% bonus, chances of winning that is only 9%. And 3% spending bonus is 1.50%. Now, if you want to know what your chances of winning a 1% boost, it's 14%, as well as a 1.50% spending boost is 14%, meaning that's 28% chance already right there just to get below 2%. And most credit cards will offer at least 2% in cash back if you get a good one. And then you can see a 0.75 spending boost is a 15% chance, as well as a 16% chance of a 0.50% spending boost. So spinning the wheel, as you can see, there are high chances of getting below 1%, which isn't too great. And if you have the spin tier, you do not have the option to give a flat 1% cash back or sats back or Bitcoin back, whatever. And in the app, it explains for the Bitcoin back gift card rewards, it's medium, which means your cashback on those specific gift cards won't be as high as they would if you had the Spin Plus tier. You get free withdrawals, then you get the Spin Squad referral program, which is pretty cool. Free debit card rewards on every purchase, and then daily extra spins. You get 1 a day as a spin tier, and earn up to 100% back every time. So that is pretty cool on the spin tier. Now, do I think the spin tier is worth it? It depends on a few things. For example, I would only use it if you like the gift cards in the app, but even then, the gift card rates have lowered in cashback. As I said, with Adidas, it's like 5% cashback, which is still pretty high. And recently, they removed the option to get a spin when you purchase a gift card. So that kind of sucks. So if you did like a $25 Adidas Amazon or Adidas gift card, you will not get a spin on top of that. You used to, but I guess they said something about maximizing rewards. So they hired the gift card tiers or rates, but got rid of the spins instead of lowering the rates and adding a spin. I don't know, something weird like that. But it used to be nice when it was doubled up, but I think they just couldn't afford it anymore. And they did change it to where, like, I think it's every $50 you spend on a gift card, you earn an extra spin to use on other purchases. I don't think you can use those spins on the actual gift cards themselves, though. Not 100% sure about that. But yeah, so the spin tier, well, if you use the gift cards, then I can see how it may be worth it if you shop at certain places on the app. Another thing, though, is they do not have free instant deposits for a spin tier. For spin tier, it does cost a 1.50% fee, which 1.50% is kind of high for an instant debit card top up because Crypto.com is doing 1%. So Fold is actually worse by adding an extra 0.5%. So I was actually surprised to see that. But let's say you have a Spin Plus card, right? Then you get 3 free transfers per month. But then after those 3 free transfers, then there's a fee of 1.50%, and that's for instant deposits, like debit card top-ups. But also keep in mind that deposits are limited to $500 per transfer, and if you get 3 free transfers a month, that's $1,500 you can add to the card instantly per month. Otherwise, you can add money to the card by using just your bank, but then that takes a few days, and that's the same with the Crypto.com debit card. You can add money to it, it just takes a few days without any fee, and that's the same on Fold now. So their instant deposits being free is kind of going away. It kind of sucks, they're kind of going the same. Angle is Crypto.com with lowering rewards and perks. The only difference with Fold is people don't get as angry because all they did was pay like no more than $200 for a card for the year, right? That's less than what the Ruby stake was even for, and there's no altcoin with Fold either. But personally, I still don't really like the route they're going, especially when Fold kind of tried to out all these other crypto companies as if they're so much worse, when Fold itself is also decreasing a lot of benefits and rewards, or removing rewards from Spin Tier and adding it to Spin Plus, or the opposite and stuff, removing things from Spin Plus, adding it to Spin, I don't know, things like that. Okay, so the Spin Tier, do I find it worth it or not? Personally, I don't find it worth it because I'm someone who kind of just goes on the fly. I'm not going to really plan ahead. So if I'm like, I think I'm going to get some groceries, like I want to be able to add money to the card right then and there. And since, you know, I personally, you know, since I'm in college, I work part-time. So I'm not always going to be able to plan ahead and have money on the card already because I may have not got paid yet. So I don't have any money to add to it yet. So, it's kind of nice with then it's instant deposits, right? As you get paid, just add money to it, go shopping right then in that day without any fees, and get rewarded for it, get Bitcoin rewards. But yeah, so I personally don't really find the Spin Tier worth it. It's just not as great. The hassle is not worth it in my opinion. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, I've said it like 20 times now. I don't find the Spin Tier worth it. Okay. Let's move on. You know, I don't think I gave enough explanation on that, but oh well. So Spin Plus tier, it's either $10 a month or $100 a year. So if you are going to get the Spin Plus tier, I highly recommend you do the $100 a year. If you do the math, you know, some basic additional, you know, addition, you can see you save $20 a year by doing an annual subscription compared to a monthly subscription. And that extra $20 you save is pretty important because obviously if you're paying, you know, either $120 a year or $100 a year, you're going to want to make up that money by using the card itself. If you don't make it up, then, well, why do you even get it in the first place? You're just losing money by having the card, right? You want to profit, not lose. So with the Spin Plus, I highly recommend doing $100 a year. That is if you think it's worth it. So you do get the highest rewards. And let me go into the shop again. I think it was 8% for Adidas, which I've just been using them as an example. Some of the shops don't give as much cash back. It's just one of the ones with higher. Some of them only give like 3% cash back. But yeah, Spin Plus gets 8% for that. And Spin Plus also has exclusive, I think I'm saying that right, gift cards in the app, which I did hear they got rid of it for Spin Tier. Amazon, for example, Amazon gift cards used to be for Spin Tier as well, but it no longer is. It's only for Spin Plus. So that's kind of annoying. So they made Spin Tier a lot worse, and it was already free. They just made it worse. And yeah, you can get like 5% back with Amazon. Airbnb, you can get 3% back, and those are Spin Plus exclusives. So yeah, 3% is not that great. And you don't even get, what do you call it? You don't even get a spin on the gift card. So 3%, not the best, but you do get it in Bitcoin, which is kind of cool. You know, it's technically an appreciating asset in the long run, as long as you hold on to it long enough. Unless you want to get higher cash back on another card. But yeah, 3% is kind of high. A lot of credit cards don't offer that high, unless you pay like an annual fee, which Spin Plus does have an annual fee. So I mean, I don't know. You may be able to find the more convenient, easier route of another credit card that gives around the same rewards. Yeah, it might not be in Bitcoin, but you may be someone who just looking at the fiat value. Overall, or you may just not care too much about the fact that it's in Bitcoin and you just literally don't care. You know, some people rather get paid less in Bitcoin compared to higher cashback in fiat. So it just depends what your view is. Some people are, very like, obsessive over Bitcoin as if they're literally their whole life and they think it's the most amazing thing in the whole wide world. And yeah, maybe it is. I've been in that phase before, and I do still think it's an amazing, I do think Bitcoin's pretty amazing with what it's capable of. I think a lot of people don't understand it. But anyways, that's off topic a bit. So let's go into more details on the Spin Plus tier. So you get the highest Bitcoin back gift card rewards, is pretty cool. The free withdrawals that's cool. Okay, Spin Plus Squad or Spin Squad referral program. Okay, cool. Free debit card, rewards on every purchase, daily extra spins, 3 extra daily spins a day, which is pretty nice. The only unfortunate thing is they expire daily. They used to be 7 days, so you really only get like 3 spins in a day, or maybe 4 at most, because the actual purchase itself, that spin. But and then you can have up to 24 hours to respin. So I guess technically 7 spins overall you'll get on one single purchase, which is not too shabby in my opinion. But it was nice when you're able to stack them up for 7 days. So you can also earn up to 100% back every time and earn up to a full Bitcoin every time. To be honest, I feel like some people may just be a gambling addict, right? And they like this card because of the spin wheel and trying to get up to 100% back, trying to get a full Bitcoin, trying to do as much purchases on this card to get that full Bitcoin. Because I've heard there's been at least like I think 5 people who have got a full Bitcoin from this card so far. So I think that's pretty cool. You also get 5% back on Amazon gift cards, but in my opinion, that's not that great because it's on the max of up to $500 per month. And Amazon has a credit card that gives like 5% cash back with like Amazon Prime purchases or something like that. And yeah, so let's see. Let's say you only got the Spin Plus because of the 5% back on Amazon gift cards, because that's the only place you shop. Well, let's see, 2,500 times 5%. That's 125, so $2,000 times 5%. So you'd have to spend $2,000 a year just to break even on Amazon, which $2,000 a year on Amazon, divide that by 12. That's $166 a month in Amazon. So if you spend that plus a lot more on maybe one of maybe at Adidas or Bath and Body Works, Bed Bath and Beyond, Chili's, Chipotle, Bonefish and Grill, DoorDash, Gap, any of these places, Marshalls, Michaels, Nintendo, Old Navy, Olive Garden, all these places, right? Papa John's, REI, even Southwest Airlines, Spotify, so Taco Bell, even TJ Maxx and like Home Depot and Uber and a lot of other shops too. But yeah, if you do use any of those, then yeah, and you do spend that much, then yeah, the Spin Plus would probably definitely be worth it for you. And then also what's nice is no international fees, no ATM fees. You also get a 1% flat back rate option, which is cool, but why would you do that? For example, I have a SoFi credit card that gets 2% back, and I can choose Bitcoin or Ethereum or other things too, but not in cryptocurrency. But that's the only cryptocurrency it offers. But like stocks and stuff, it lets me put my cash back into. But I do Bitcoin personally. Now I know not your keys, not your coins, and SoFi does not let you withdraw. So technically it's an IOU. So that 1% difference, you may be okay getting 1% less, because at least when you withdraw it off Fold into your own wallet, you literally actually do own it. So yeah, I understand there's that to it. Hopefully one day SoFi allows you to withdraw your Bitcoin, but I just think the 1% flat rate back option is not, I mean, it's nice that they have that, because they used to not, and used to get like sometimes stuck with like a 0.25% reward or less. But I think people can have like pretty good cashback cards from like American Express that are way better than just a 1% back. So they decide to spin instead to try to get up to 100% back or 5% back even. And the chances are just so slim of you even landing on that. Now, you do get free instant funding, but that's only first 3. So that's up to $1,500 per month if you do $500 transfers in total each. And then after that, it's a 1.5% fee. And a 1.5% fee is pretty high if you think about it, because let's say you want to go shop somewhere really quick, right? You go shop somewhere, you go to the store, you're like, okay, I need to add money. I don't have enough. You add, like, say, like $30. And then your purchase is $30. Well, you paid 1.5% on that purchase of $30. And then you spin the spin wheel, right? And then if you choose the 1% flat rate back option, you'll actually be losing money because you just did an instant deposit that costed you 1.5%, right? So you do not want to do that. You would instead want to spin the spin wheel, but your chances of getting even higher than 1.5% is pretty slim. It's pretty low. So you might just end up losing money that way. So you want to make sure that you always have money on the card to spend, and that you don't have to be like, oh, I don't have money, I need to add money right now to be able to purchase this right now, because you might be screwed if you do that unless you haven't used your first 3 instant transfers per month. And with them adding these, I'm worried that they may lower it to first 2 transfers, or even first transfer, or maybe like a dollar limit amount. Then the Spin Plus tier also has exclusive gift card brands, which it says like Amazon, Airbnb, Uber, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Home Depot, Chipotle, REI, right? And early access to new products. Now, they also said the Spin Plus tier would get the free credit card instead of having to pay yearly for it. But it mentions nothing about a credit card on here, so that is kind of weird. So do I think the Spin Plus tier is worth it? Well, personally, as I am working part-time, I'm in college, I don't think I can justify the Spin Plus tier because I rely more on credit cards than I do debit cards, just because of, well, inflation is really high. Things cost a lot right now. And also I'm in school and just working part-time, like I said, so I can't really afford to constantly be using debit. You know, sometimes I have to use my credit card to be able to afford things. And so that way, you know, the Spin Plus tier just isn't worth it for me because I have to make back the $100 a year. Plus, I would want to profit on top of that because if I'm just making the fee back, then it's just a risk that I'm taking for no reason. If I want to take the risk of paying $100 a year, I at least want to profit from it. Yeah, I mean, it is enjoyable still, but yeah, so I personally will not be I was a Spin Plus member, but I will no longer be a Spin Plus member anymore. I am not gonna even use the Spin tier. I'm not gonna go into the Spin Plus subscription anymore. I am done, but it was fun while it lasted. The rewards used to be a lot better, to where the rewards were a lot better, to where it was worth it more. But now it's not so great, so oh well. For me, I do not find the Spin Plus or Spin worth it. I may still use the app, though, just for regular gift card purchases. But I do have some Bitcoin still on here. I will withdraw it to my cold storage, most likely. It's like 30 bucks worth or something. But yeah, I'm going to take advantage of the free withdrawals. So yeah, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more future content, and let me know down in the comments below if you will be using the Spin card or the Spin Plus tier, and if it's worth it for you or not due to your spending habits and where you shop at. For me, with where I shop at and my spending habits and how much money I spend per month, it's Spin Plus tier just isn't worth it, especially because sometimes I rely on credit cards and don't have the debit like to afford it, the cash to afford it. So yeah, I will not be doing the Spin or Spin Plus. I am done with Fold, unfortunately. I probably still will be going into the app every day and doing the daily wheel, but for the card itself, I will no longer be using it. And also Crypto.com debit cards, I will not be using those anymore either. I will be unstaking for my Crypto.com debit card pretty soon. I'll make a whole nother video talking about that. But anyways, yeah, I'll see you all in my next video.